Every single night, thousands of Americans over 60 go to bed feeling fine, only to wake up unable to move one side of their body, or worse, not wake up at all. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 4 strokes in the United States are silent strokes. They don't come with chest pain, dizziness, or any of the warning signs you've been told to look for. They strike while you're asleep, without a sound, without a chance to call for help. Here's what most seniors never hear. Over half of those who survive a silent stroke don't even know it happened until months later, when their memory begins to fade, their balance slips, or simple walks around the block leave them exhausted. But tonight, you can change that. I'm going to share 3 simple nighttime habits that protect your brain and heart, help prevent heart attack and stroke naturally while you sleep, and show you how to recognize the subtle symptoms most doctors never mention. Now, let's look at what's really happening inside your body while you sleep, and why the hours between 3 and 5 a.m. are known as the danger zone for older adults. As you drift into deep sleep, your blood pressure and heart rate don't stay steady. They surge and drop like a roller coaster. For anyone over 60, with arteries that have naturally become stiffer and less flexible, these wild swings can cause microscopic tears, vessel stress, or even tiny clots to form, all without a single warning sign. Then there's the oxygen drop. Most people breathe more shallowly at night. If you snore or have mild sleep apnea, that oxygen dip gets even worse, and your blood literally becomes thicker, stickier, and more prone to clotting. Here's where everyday habits silently make things worse. Late-night eating, especially processed foods, fried fats, or sugary snacks, triggers low-grade inflammation and floods your bloodstream with oxygen-starved, viscous blood. That's like pouring sludge into delicate brain vessels. Even certain supplements can backfire at night. High-dose vitamin D before bed can spike blood calcium, hardening arteries and fueling clot formation. Vitamin E with aspirin or warfarin can make your blood too thin, raising the risk of a brain bleed while you sleep. And the science backs it up. According to the American Heart Institute, 2021, seniors with higher morning blood viscosity, essentially thicker, stickier blood, face nearly double the risk of an overnight stroke. Yet that same research found that simple hydration and a consistent bedtime routine can slash that risk by up to 40%. So why does this matter for you tonight? Because these hidden triggers aren't rare. They're happening in millions of bedrooms right now, and knowing how to counter them could save your independence or your life. Let me share Walter's story, because for many older adults, it feels all too familiar. Walter is a 74-year-old retired Navy veteran. Fit, disciplined, and proud of his active lifestyle, he believed he was doing everything right. Every night just before bed, he swallowed a 10,000 IU vitamin D capsule, convinced it would keep his bones strong and protect his independence. But one morning, his wife found him sitting on the edge of the bed, pale and confused. His right arm hung limp. His words came out broken and slurred. Walter had suffered a silent stroke while he slept. No pain, no warning, just a quiet ambush in the night. When doctors ran his labs, the results shocked even them. Dangerously high calcium levels, stiffened arteries, and extreme swings in blood pressure. The very supplement Walter thought was helping him had been silently tipping his body toward disaster. Walter survived, but life has never been the same. He now walks with a cane and forgets conversations he had just hours earlier. For a man who once navigated stormy seas with precision, losing command of his own body feels like the hardest battle yet. And that's why the 3 simple bedtime habits you're about to learn matter so much. They're not gimmicks or trendy hacks. They're grounded in science, built to work with your body's natural rhythms, not against them, so you can sleep without fear of the night. These habits aren't magic tricks or new prescriptions. They're about helping your body rebalance its blood, breathing, and brain rhythm so it can protect itself through the night. Habit 1. Clean and thin your blood before sleep. Most people are told that strokes are just about clogged arteries, but for seniors, especially after 60, the real hidden danger is dirty blood. Blood that's too thick, too low in oxygen, or moving too sluggishly as you sleep. This slow, viscous blood is what quietly fuels those 3 to 5 a.m. strokes. So how do you change that naturally, without more pills? Step 1. Hydrate with purpose. Skip the plain cold water right before bed. It can make your kidneys work overtime and dilute key minerals. Instead, about 30 to 60 minutes before sleep, drink a glass of warm water with a pinch of mineral-rich sea salt. Or if you prefer something light, a small serving of unsweetened coconut water. The trace minerals, like magnesium and potassium, help keep your blood electrically balanced and prevent it from getting overly viscous. Coconut water naturally contains electrolytes that support gentle hydration without spiking your blood sugar. Studies from the European Journal of Cardiology 2022 found that older adults who kept their blood osmolality balanced overnight, meaning their blood wasn't too concentrated or sticky, had up to a 37% lower risk of nocturnal clot formation. Step 2. Breathe your blood clean. Before turning off the lights, practice 5 minutes of belly breathing while lying on your back. Inhale deeply through your nose, letting your belly rise, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale slowly through pursed lips. This simple habit increases oxygen saturation in your blood, relaxes your blood vessels, and can lower your resting heart rate by 5 to 10 beats per minute, creating a calmer, steadier flow through your arteries. Oxygen-rich, slow-moving blood is far less likely to form the sticky microclots that trigger silent strokes. Step 3. Avoid the late-night sludge. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is eating late, especially fried foods, refined sugars, or processed meats like bacon or cold cuts. These foods thicken your blood, spike low-grade inflammation, and reduce oxygen delivery to your brain cells just as your body is trying to recover. Even worse, they can raise blood triglycerides and glucose, which are both linked to early morning surges in blood viscosity, a perfect storm for clots. By cleaning and thinning your blood naturally each night, you're not just lowering stroke risk, you're giving your brain a fighting chance to repair and rejuvenate while you sleep. Instead of struggling against sludge-like blood that silently raises your chances of waking up with paralysis or confusion. And that's just the first step. Because even if your blood is balanced, there's another silent trigger inside your breathing patterns that can quietly double your risk overnight. Let's talk about that next. Habit 2. Time your vitamins and minerals to match your body's clock. Vitamins can be powerful allies for your brain and heart, but only when they work with your body's natural rhythms. Many seniors, often following well-meaning advice, unknowingly raise their stroke risk by taking the right nutrients at the wrong time. Start with vitamin D. Most people think of it as harmless, but taking high doses at night can backfire. When you swallow a 5,000 to 10,000 IU capsule before bed, your body rapidly converts it into calcitriol, an active hormone-like form that raises calcium levels in your blood. While calcium is essential for your bones, too much floating in your bloodstream at night stiffens arteries, triggers microcalcifications, and makes clots more likely when blood flow naturally slows between 3 and 5 a.m. The fix: take vitamin D in the morning, ideally with a meal containing healthy fats like avocado or olive oil to enhance absorption. Then, watch vitamin E. This antioxidant can be beneficial, but in high doses, especially when combined with aspirin, Plavix, or warfarin, vitamin E acts as a potent blood thinner. For someone already on medications that reduce clotting, this can tip the balance too far, raising the risk of a hemorrhagic stroke. Bleeding in the brain while you sleep. The fix: if you take vitamin E, keep doses modest, no more than 200 IU unless your doctor advises otherwise, and avoid pairing it with your nighttime medications unless specifically approved by your physician. What should you focus on instead? Evening is the perfect time to nourish your vessels, nerves, and circulation with gentle, food-based vitamins that stabilize your blood chemistry. Vitamin B6 and B12 help lower homocysteine, an amino acid that scars and inflames arterial walls, making them brittle and prone to clots. Whole food sources like bananas, oats, and eggs deliver these nutrients in gentle doses, supporting nerve health and steady circulation without risking dangerous spikes or drops in blood thickness. In fact, a Journal of Nutrition 2020 study found that older adults who consistently met their B6 and B12 needs through food, not pills, had a 24% lower stroke risk thanks to healthier blood quality and vessel integrity. By simply timing your nutrients to match your body's clock, you transform them from potential hazards into protective allies, ensuring they work with your heart and brain, not against them, while you sleep. And yet, even if your blood and nutrients are balanced, there's one more silent disruptor at night, a breathing mistake most seniors don't realize they're making, that can quietly double your risk before morning. Let's talk about it. Habit 3. Move and relax to keep blood pressure stable. Most people think stroke risk comes only from what's in your arteries. But for many seniors, especially at night, the real danger is what's happening in your legs and your nervous system. When you sit for hours after dinner or go straight from the couch to bed, blood can pool in your lower limbs, slowing circulation and raising the chance of tiny clots forming. At the same time, if your body is stuck in stress mode, with cortisol and adrenaline still running high, your blood vessels stay tense and your blood pressure stays unstable through the night. Together, this creates the perfect storm for a silent stroke between 3 and 5 a.m. Here's how to reset both naturally. Step 1. Keep your blood moving. After dinner, take a slow 5 to 10 minute walk, or if you prefer to stay inside, do gentle calf stretches at your bedside before turning in. Even mild movement helps activate your calf muscles, your body's second heart, which pumps blood back toward your chest and brain. This simple step can lower your risk of overnight clot formation by as much as 30%, according to the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology. Step 2. Soothe your nervous system. Your heart and vessels need your body to shift out of fight or flight and into rest and repair. A 10-minute warm Epsom salt foot soak, a brief warm shower, or even soft music and guided meditation before bed can lower cortisol by 15 to 20% and help your blood vessels relax. Lower cortisol means steadier blood pressure, calmer heart rhythms, and deeper, safer sleep. For someone over 60, these aren't just feel-good rituals. They're protective habits that keep your blood pressure steady, your circulation active, and your nervous system calm during the most vulnerable hours of the night. Now that you know these 3 simple habits, cleaning and thinning your blood, timing your vitamins wisely, and keeping your circulation and stress in balance, you can finally sleep without the silent fear of waking up with weakness, confusion, or worse. With just these 3 simple bedtime habits, you can quietly cut your risk of a silent stroke, sleep more deeply, and wake up steadier and clearer, all without another prescription or complicated program. These aren't trendy hacks or expensive tricks. They're built on what your body truly needs. Hydration to keep your blood flowing, oxygen to feed your brain, circulation to keep clots at bay, and nutrients that support, not sabotage, your heart and mind. For many seniors, these small changes have been the difference between opening their eyes to another ordinary morning or never waking up at all. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed your heart racing, tingling hands, or lightheadedness at night? Or do you already practice any of these habits before bed? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else protect their brain and heart tonight. Because at the end of the day, protecting your health doesn't begin in a doctor's office. It begins in the quiet moments before you close your eyes. Tonight and every night after.